You, the self, are already here before the I that wants to be free arise. You are here before attention. Therefore, you observe attention arises. You watch the world appearing. You also watch the sense of the person thinning away. Like a cloud losing its shape and disappearing in the vastness. You are not the content of memory. Recognize this constant and unchanging essence. This background that cannot be seen. Before knowledge or any concept arise, it is your very self that is here. But this, though it is obvious, is not grasped while there is faith or loyalty to our identity as a person. Though the person is also consciousness, it is full of restrictions. Desire, fears, selfishness, insecurities. These are the disease. That spring up around the sense of personhood, along with arrogance and ignorance and pride. You are not this. The sense of the person is like a costume worn by the Absolute for a time. Remain one with the sense of being. Keep your attention here until it becomes effortless. You can only become disturbed as a person. This is impossible for your true self. The pure intelligence of the self discerns this, yet remains untouched. You're not to be in a state of waiting. Simply don't combine yourself with anything perceived or imagined. Neither interpret nor project. Seeing and leaving aside even the sense I am. Here now. Remain as what remains. If no concept can define or convey the self, then leave them all alone. And know the self. An aspect of what we are is created. Yet we are uncreated in essence. What discerns this? The pure intelligence of the self. Observe, experience, taste, but do not combine or become entangled in the phenomena arising as mind. If the guidance to stay as the self is grasped, everything comes right. Perfect harmony already exists in the universal manifestation. The one who recognizes the self is in harmony naturally with the self's cosmic expression. There's no effort. Just as light makes all things visible, so the light of consciousness illumines the world. Can the light see the light? And yet this light is perceived. Don't look for the self. Your very looking creates separation and distance. Be the self. It is not an action taken. but rather an awakening. Do not feed the sense of personhood. Even if it keeps appearing over and over again. No, it is watched inside the space of awareness. See, 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 confirm. In the play of life, the psychological mind is very much a part of all things. It is here to molest the idea you keep holding on to of yourself until you give it up. The idea you have of who you are is not real, it is not true. No idea is lastingly true. Beyond all ideas is the real. There is no distance to cover. If there is no distance, where is it? Leave the body-mind to function from and in emptiness. Observe that it moves in a natural harmony. It does not need an ego as a manager. Now drop everything. Dropping everything, you discover that which is unchanging. Most important discovery in the human kingdom. Don't accept your mind's interpretations of the self. The self cannot be interpreted. Do not identify with your body. Take care of it. The body does not know its owner. By itself, it has no identity. The one who points to the body and say, "This is me," is not the true self. You are the timeless one. the everlasting truth, the unborn, imperishable. Fix yourself inside the self, and these things will be confirmed in you. You must be the proof that God exists. Stop looking in the future for who you are now. Better to know what you are now than to project what you wish to be. Feel in your heart that you are blessed. That you are chosen. That the one who brought you here is taking care of you. Know in your heart that though we are celebrating a phenomenon, you are unborn. Ageless. Timeless. You don't have to go out and preach these things, but know them fully inside your heart. It is your time for this. Don't just keep waiting. You are already what your mind is waiting for. Before night and day came, or light and darkness arose, you have been in the essence of God. Drink this in deeply. Holding on to the self is the smelling salts that bring you home.